Business Dictionary, multinational corporation (MC) can be defined as a corporate organization that controls production of goods or service in some countries but manage it from home countries. There are several modes of multinational corporations such as centralized, regional, and multinational. Starbucks Corporation is one of the well-known multinational coffee chain stores in worldwide. Multinational company can be included in four categories. That is, decentralized company with strong influence in the country, a global centralized company that gains cost advantage when cheap resources are ready to use, a global company based on parent company R&D, and the last is the multinational company. Use the above three categories. Starbucks Corporation was founded in Seattle, Washington, from an ordinary coffee house located in Seattle. It has become one of the largest chains of coffee house in the world. The first Starbucks was jointly opened in 1971 by three good friends consist of Jerry Baldwin, Jack Shields, and Gordon Booker. The marketing strategy of Starbucks puts a lot of emphasis on the actual store to increase awareness of the brand and spend less on advertising. At 1996, there are more than 1,000 Starbucks stores in the United States. At the same time, Starbucks managed to open its first international store in Tokyo, Japan. By 2009, Starbucks has 16,635 stores across the four continents.
Question number 1. Does the Starbucks consider the sustainable issue, in particular the environmental and social aspect in their business other than economic aim? The answer is Starbucks is an advocate of corporate social responsibility, especially the issue which related to the sustainable in their business. The strong brand of Starbucks and their good reputation have provided the successful in their strategy in implementing the CSR program. Is focusing on the six aim stakeholder in their business, which are employee, customer, supplier, environment, investor, and the government. Question number 2. What are the factors that trigger the Starbucks to consider the sustainable issue in their business? First of all, the first reason for Starbucks to consider the sustainable issue in their business is to raise the reputation of their company. Secondly, the threat of the climate change has also become one of the factors for Starbucks to put the effort in the CSR. The supply chain of the Starbucks was being threatened due to the change of the climate. Question number 3. What are the initiatives that the Starbucks have used, are using, or will be used to cope with the current pressure? Starbucks Corporation has undertaken some sustainable initiatives to become more environmentally friendly and avoid from being installed by society. First of all, recycling and waste reduction. Secondly, energy conservation. Third, water conservation. Fourth, rebuilding. 5, prevention of climate change. 6, 7, and 8, ethically sourced of coffee, tea, and cocoa. 9, supporting in farming community. And last one, ethnos water farm.
I will continue my part, which is question 4, 5, and 6. So for the question number 4 is, to what extent the initiative, approaches, mechanism taking or will be taken have impact to the MNC operational activities? First thing first, Starbucks is a universal coffee organization that has been based in Seattle, Washington. Presently, Starbucks Coffee is the biggest cafe organization all around the globe. Therefore, there might be some initiative or approaches that Starbucks Coffee have taken or will be taken that give impact to their operational activities. First of all, Starbucks have done recycling and waste reduction. Starbucks works with neighborhood groups to make recycling simpler. Beginning in 2009, Starbucks started giving reusing in the front of the house in various key markets in the United States and Canada. Starbucks has launched an initiative to diminish the general natural effect of expendable marks. For example, Starbucks facilitated a cup summit where delegates of the plastic and paper cup together to meet up to discover criteria for a decent reuse answer for the cups. Secondly, Starbucks have done scheduling in their organization. Starbucks utilized computerized and manual planning approaches for its different business exercise. The organization likely applies flexible schedule for administration workforce. This choice region of task administration relates with Starbucks as far as the company's target of streamlining processes. This clearly shows that flexibility in working time can give a big impact to the operation management as well as productivity of the Starbucks workers. Lastly, Starbucks have done water conservation in Starbucks. Water utilized a great deal in Starbucks store to blend coffee and tea drinks and additionally various back of the house operation. For example, ice machine and dishwasher. Starbucks needs to decrease water utilization by 25% by the year 2015. Therefore, every single dishwasher needs to use less than a single gallon of water amid the cycle. As a result, water conservation in Starbucks directly affected their daily operational activities because water is one of the important part in making coffee and they need to conserve it. For the question number 5 is, are there any challenges that MNC encounter in considering the sustainability issue in their daily business? Are there any solutions formulated or provided to reduce or eliminate the challenges? Firstly, the challenge faced by the Starbucks is about mobile order and pay. In Starbucks, there were a complaint made by the management about the long line and discouraged customers who sometimes leave without ordering. Therefore, Starbucks needs to introduce the mobile order and pay service, which allow customers to order wherever they are. After that, they come in and pick up their orders and go. As mobile order and pay become more popular and traffic become more slower, Starbucks have focused on delivery next, or they can apply new service which is customer can order directly from their table without line up on the counter. Secondly, the challenge that Starbucks coffee face is the variety of food. Basically, food has been a challenge for Starbucks since long time ago. Over the years, the company has changed its menu for several times. As a result, Starbucks has produced a new lunchtime menu which is called Mercato, which will be a grab and go combination of salad and sandwiches. As a result, the prosperity of Mercato will likely dispose whether Starbucks coffee is able to achieve their goal of making it double for the sale of the food sales for the coming years. Lastly, the challenge that Starbucks coffee needed to overcome is keeping the customer first. The CEO have innovated first by bringing out the Italian-style espresso bar to the US. He always desired to deliver the customer not just a beverage, but an experience, indirect striving to make Starbucks the third place between work and home. The question is about the performance of the MNC as a whole. In Starbucks, the revenue of Starbucks was in an uptrend since 2003 to the 2017. There is a 5 times of the revenue which grew from 4.1 billion in 2003 to 22.39 billion in 2017. Even though the product of the Starbucks is more expensive than its competitor, such as McDonald's, but McDonald's has undergoing a downtrend in revenue during 2013 to 2017. The revenue of McDonald's has recorded as 28.11 billion in 2013 and decreased to 22.82 billion in 2017, which is only 0.43 billion more than Starbucks Corporation. This have proven that Starbucks has successfully built up a strong brand among the customers by doing the corporate social responsibility. Furthermore, the America Customer Satisfaction Index (ACSI) score by Starbucks in United States was at least 7.74. However, the SCSI, which recorded by McDonald's in United States, was only 73 at most in overall. This case has shown that Starbucks' effort in corporate social responsibility program have raised the attention of the customer and obtained the support from customer as well.
And I'm going to present about the conclusion and recommendation for our assignment, which is the Starbucks Corporation. And the Starbucks Corporation has implemented a few of initiatives to fulfill the interests of environment, which are obtain the resource and commodities ethically to protect the earth. And the water and energy conservation also, they are also considered as their effort to protect the earth. Most of the corporate social responsibility are mainly for the environment sector, because this make Starbucks have become a famous coffee house which is environmental friendly. Besides, Starbucks also do the corporate social responsibility to their company's stakeholders, such as they provide the scholarship to the employees who are studying in the Arizona State University. Then the Starbucks has made sure their customers who are present in their store have obtained a high quality of products which sell in their stores, and high quality of service which provided by their employees. And the coffee and farmer equity, which we call cafe program, which implemented by Starbucks, are also make sure the benefit of their suppliers were protected. And this is because the cafe program was required the transparency between the wholesale suppliers and farmers to make sure the farmers have been paid properly. And the Starbucks has revealed a better performance than its competitor, which is McDonald's. In this case, we can see through the revenue of Starbucks and McDonald's. Besides, the American Customer Satisfaction Index, which recorded by these two companies, have a significant difference, which is the Starbucks higher mark is 80 and the McDonald's highest mark is 73. So in a nutshell, Starbucks Corporation has considered as a company which have considered about the sustainability issue seriously in the environment and social aspect other than the economic ends. In the suggestion for the future development of Starbucks, they can launch a program which replace the trees by planting 10 new trees for the environment. The trees which has less productivity will be removed by their farmers, and they will, in this case, they can replace 10 trees for the 1 trees that they cut down. Because by replacing the more tree will be benefit to the environment and also prevent the effect of greenhouse. And the next is the Starbucks can also maintain their productivity of the companies, besides in reducing the environment impact to the planet. The effect of climate change can be reduced if they planting more trees for the earth and decrease the temperature on the earth. Besides, Starbucks should also provide more career opportunities for the women farmers, because the equality of men and women was popular concept in the world nowadays. For the corporate social responsibility program in the farming community, the Starbucks can implement this concept by empower more women in producing their coffee bean, cocoa, and tea. These plans can prove that the Starbucks has focused on the demand of the social, and they have effort to fulfill the demand of interest. By implementing this plan, Starbucks can also improve their reputation in the customer's view, and the support of customer will naturally come subsequently. And lastly, Starbucks should run their business by following the rules and regulation of the country in which country they have developed their business. As we've mentioned in the discussion, the Starbucks have been criticized in Europe due to the tax and evasion issue. In this case, Starbucks was only focused on the revenue and the profit of the business, but they do not consider about the sustainability issue. Therefore, the Starbucks should consider its earnest so their company's image to the Europe will not be affected. And thank you.